Good morning. Good morning and welcome to our yoga practice. We have a minute or so. I got the camera going a little late. Hey, baby Bill, can you move this? You can get over here. You know what? I'll be right back. So use this time to just get your space set. You can sit quietly or you can start incorporating in gentle movement. Oop. There you go, baby. All right. So we're settling in and we're going to start in a seated posture. You can start making your way there. And when you find that seated posture, it could look however you need it to. That could be kneeling. You could have legs crossed, legs stacked, legs out to start. Somewhere you can sit tall. And begin to center. Maybe you close the eyes or drop the gaze. Find a little ease in the body. Notice the breath. And then begin to deepen it. Nice full inhale. Full exhale. Allow the body to expand and contract with the breath. As you settle in a bit more, continue to breathe. And if you'd like to set an intention for class today, just something positive that's speaking to you today, I welcome you to do so. Maybe that is a focus on patience, courage, happiness, whatever's speaking to you. The eyes are closed. You can flutter them open as we turn the gaze forward. Sit tall. Arms are loose at our side. Hands could rest on knees in the lap, down alongside body. And we'll gently drop the left ear toward the left shoulder. The weight of the head creates a stretch. Drop the shoulders. Back to center. Sit tall. Then right ear to right shoulder. Use the exhale to settle the shoulders. Back to center. We'll drop chin to chest. Feel that nice stretch through the back of the neck. And then draw a line with the nose up toward the sky. The lift of the heart. Nice opening through the throat. Back to center. Look left. And then right. And back to center. We'll start to do little circles with the shoulders. You can start forward or backward. And gently grow this motion a little larger, cognizant of how the joint is feeling. Take your time, move at your own pace. slow it down, and reverse direction. Start small, gently grow the movement. Staying aware of that connection from the shoulders into the neck, into the arms, into the body. And then slow it down and settle the arms. Sitting tall, we'll press the right palm away. You could stay here. You could use the left hand to gently draw the fingers back, deepening that stretch through the wrist and the forearm. And then flip the fingers down to the earth. The palm is now toward the body. And again, you could just have the hand there. You could gently press, mindful of how the wrist and the forearm are feeling. If at any point you feel anything acute, gently back off or release. Hand is outstretched, palm to the earth. We'll rotate thumb to the sky and then flip it over. Palm is now up. Drop the fingers to the earth. So the arm is still floating. The fingers aren't touching the ground. And again, you can gently draw back. And release, shake that wrist out. Extend the opposite arm. Kind of like you're telling someone to stop in front of you. That's the first hand motion. Gently draw it back. Each side will be a little different. So pay attention to how this hand, this wrist, this forearm is feeling. Continue to sit tall as we release. Flip the hand down. Palm is toward the body. And release. We start with the palm to the earth, and then we flip it to the sky. Fingers point down. And again, you can gently draw back on the fingers, totally optional. And release. Shake it out. We'll stack one hand on top of the other and start to rotate them around one another. Try not to touch the hand. Loosening the wrists. Maybe wiggle the fingers as you go here. And then reverse direction. Continue to sit tall. Keep the breath steady. Find stillness with the hands as we lower them down. Inhale, arms up to shoulder height. Give yourself a big hug. Inhale, arms wide. Exhale, back to hug, opposite arm on top. Create a little space between the shoulder blades. Inhale the arms wide. Exhale them down to the mat. We'll place the left hand down on the mat as we inhale the right arm up. Create length through side body as you exhale over. Finding a little ease in the legs. Nice support through the grounded hand. Inhale up. Exhale, right hand to the mat. Inhale up the left. Keep that length as you reach. And take it over. Feel that grounding through the lower hand. That lovely stretch running up the left side of the body. A little ease through the upper shoulder, elbow, and wrist. We'll inhale up. Exhale down. Right hand to left knee. If you're kneeling, you can take it to thigh. And a gentle twist. Maybe the gaze goes to the side. Torso slightly angled toward that opposite knee. On an exhale, unwind and swap hands. Left hand goes to right knee. Right hand on the earth, slightly behind us to help support. We sit tall in this twist. Back to center. You can take hands to knees as we do our seated cat-cows, or you could have them out. I'll show both variations as we begin. Inhale as you press the heart forward, gently draw the gaze up. Exhale as you arch the back, bring the gaze in. Inhale, press forward. Exhale and round. If the arms are floating, we inhale to open, arms slightly behind us. Exhale as we round, they come forward. So a couple of variations, and I'm sure there's many more. Find what serves you today. Follow the breath with the movement. We'll take one more full round before meeting back at our neutral. If you're kneeling, come to a seated posture. And then all together, we'll set the right shin in front of the left. Sit bones connected down. We sit tall. Keep length in the spine. As we start to hinge forward, walk the hands away, folding down only as much as your body wants. With the right leg forward, you should feel a big stretch through the right hip. Maybe that connection out into the leg, the lower back, being mindful as you go. Try not to lift the hips too much here either. Walk the hands back in as we lift up, and then swap legs. Left shin sets in front of right. We sit tall, long spine. We hinge at the hip. You gently lower down, stopping when your body needs. I usually leave my hands on the mat, maybe tented fingers, maybe flat palms. If your hips are really ooey gooey and it doesn't lift you too much, maybe you go to forearms. Awareness moves to the left hip. Relax the feet a bit. Soften the legs. Walk the hands back in as we lift up. We'll swing the left foot out and then the right. Finding a wide angle seated stance that suits us. Sit tall. And again, hinge down, stopping when your body needs. Maybe there's a little micro bend at the knees. Hands can stay on the mat in front of you. You could take peace fingers to knees, hold ankles. Keep the spine long. We're trying to avoid too much rounding in the low back. Walk the hands in as you lift up. And we'll bring the legs, not together, but about hip width distance apart out in front of us. Combining my words this morning. We'll sit tall as we inhale the arms up and exhale to our forward fold. And again, you have lots of options for those holds. That long spine, we lead with the heart. We're trying to avoid this, want that length, and then we hinge forward. But if you use a strap in your practice, this can be a great posture to incorporate it into, wrap it around the feet, and use that to draw you in a little bit. It can be very helpful. We'll gently inhale up. So we draw the right foot in. You can plant it inside of the extended leg, or you could cross it over. That extended leg might angle slightly. So find what works best for you today. We sit tall. Bring the right arm around behind us. Hug the bent knee with the left arm as you invite in this twist. As you move into the shape, try to create a little space through the belly and the ribs and allow that twist to come from your center. Notice if you're really cranking into it with the shoulders. If it's mostly shoulders, relax them a bit. That may mean you unwind slightly, and that's all right. And then we'll unwind. Little counter stretch to the opposite side. Back to center. Unwrap that leg, extend it out, and we'll draw the left knee in. And again, you have those options, inside or crossed over the extended leg. Sit bones connected as we lengthen the spine. Left hand comes around behind, that nice kickstand as the right arm wraps. If you place the left hand a little too far away from the body, that may cause you to lean back slightly. We want to try and keep the spine nice and upright. Maybe you allow the gaze to travel a little farther behind you, even if it's just in the mind. And then we'll unwind, little counter stretch, back to center. We'll draw in the right leg. Peace fingers behind knees. Lengthen the spine, lean back slightly. Maybe you end up at a 45. Toes come up, and then we gently lift. Head to our boat pose. Strong core, strong back. You can tap the toes down and dock your boat anytime you need. You could reach the arms out. You could extend the legs. You could do one and then the other. Challenging our core, building a little strength this morning. Continue to breathe. On an exhale, release the feet. Set the hands behind you on a gentle windshield wiper of the knees back and forth. The hips rotate with it if you like. And then we'll gently rotate around As we come onto the mat, shoulders over wrists, we'll step the feet out. High plank, you can lower to the knees here if you like. Nice strong core. Shift the hips up and back as you find down dog. That nice V shape, a little upside down V shape. Maybe you pedal out the feet or shift the hips a little here. Taking a moment for movement. Settle in. Feel strong in your foundation through the hands and the left toes as you lift the right foot up, three-legged dog. With control, bring that right foot forward, plant it on the mat. Back foot drops to 45 as we lift up. Inhale the arms, warrior one. Shoulders drop away from the ears, palms shine toward one another. Strong and steady, nice bend in that front leg. On an exhale, release the hands. We'll rotate onto the ball of the back foot. Bring the hands down onto the mat, frame the front foot, and then step those toes back. Return to high plank, your variation. Shift the hips, down dog. A moment for movement. Find your foundation through the hands and the right toes as you take the left foot up, three-legged dog. With control, bring that foot forward, plant it on the mat. Back foot drops to 45 and we gently rise up, finding our foundation and then drawing the arms toward the sky. Hips are square to the front edge of the mat. We're rooting into both feet equally as best we can. Feeling that strong connection to our foundation. A nice victorious posture. Maybe you tap back in to that intention that you set for class. Invite in a little goodness for the day and the week. Release the hands. Rotate onto the ball of the back foot. Frame the front foot as the hands return to the mat. Step the left toes back. High plank. Shift the hips up and back. Down dog. Going to add to our core work today as we draw the right toes up. Bring right knee to right elbow. Press it back. Right knee, left elbow, a little bit of a twist in there. Bring it back. Knee to nose, keep that foot floating. And press it back. Bend at the knee, little open of the hip. Back to center, right foot down. Connect it to the mat and then draw the left foot up. Left knee, left elbow. And back. Left knee, right elbow, strong core, strong arms, press it back. Knee to nose. Press it back. bend that knee, open the hips. Back to center, we'll bring the foot down, lower the knees, uncurl the toes, and settle into a child's pose, whatever that looks like for you this morning. Notice the energy that you've created, the heat that's building in the body. Steady the breath. Have a little softness in the shoulders. You can even make a little pillow for the head here if you like. You take a moment. Scan the body. Each exhale helps you dive a little deeper, to release a little more. You could stay here for a few more rounds of breath if you like, or you could go and take a full Shavasana. We'll round out our practice together though here, sitting up if you're ready. Bringing hands together at heart center. I encourage you to take kind thoughts, kind words, and those kind intentions with you from now until we meet again. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for our yoga practice. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a wonderful week ahead, and I look forward to seeing you back on the mat next Tuesday morning. Bye, all.